Check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Okay, here we go. Islam, welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother Tyshan Edwards Bay, and we're back for another episode. I'm here with my co-host, the Sheriff, Elder Sheikh Brother Sharif Bay. Islam, welcome back, Moor.
Islamism.
Islam, happy to have you here. Obviously, we're here back for another episode. This is episode 53. More 53. We've done this 52 times. This is the 53rd. In Supreme Math, that is power understanding. Islam, all being born to build or destroy. Islam, we have some building and destroying to do today. Islam, more.
Islam.
Just want to greet everybody with peace, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Alafia, Ayonio, Hotep, Shalom, Rahubat, Islam, Namaste, peace. And in true Moorish tradition, before we dive all the way into the topics today, we want to start with our praises and honors in true Moorish tradition. Brother Shariff, would you like to start with your praises and honors for the day?
Peace. I would like to rise giving high honors to Almighty Allah, His holy divine prophet, Noble Ali, and honor to the forerunner prophet, Marcus Mosaic Garvey, an honor to the spirit of truth, John Gibbons Hill, an honor to Emil Hill. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. An honor to the God man of the day, Jerome Graham Bay. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And high honor to the Dean of Adabs, Hamid Anderson El. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And high honor to the Nazarene Allah Il. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And high honor to Dr. R. German Bay. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And high honor to Richardson Dingle L. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. High honors to the Chief Grand Resurrector, Timothy Dingle L. Hyphenated Noble Dry Lee. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And his other half, Mother Ruth Grand Noblest, Louise Dingle L. and their daughter Diane Dingle L. and Grand Sheikess, Supreme Grand Sheikess Margaret Thompson Bay. High honors to our Supreme Grand Governor R. Stone L. High honor to his assistant Robert Page L. Grand Governor Robert Page L. and his assistant Grand Governor Shem L. And high honor to our Grand Governor here in the state of Delaware, Howard J. Howard Bay. High honor to everybody who's in for uplifting for humanity, a part of this great movement. High honor to all my brothers and sisters out there that's in darkness, and we're striving to bring them to the marvelous light. Peace.
Islam, peace. Shay, I like to rise in the spirit of the seven and give all praises to Allah, high honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the forerunner, Marcus Messiah Garvey. Islam, high honors to all past and present leadership of the Moor Science Temple of America, and high honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, etc. High honors to all the Moors worldwide, known and unknown. High honors to all of our ancestors and everybody that paved the way for us to be here today. Islam. Happy Moon Day, Moor.
Happy Moon Day.
First, I was trying to find the name of the brother. I wanted, because today, the same day.
I wanted to say some things first.
Oh, go for it.
Yes, peace, brothers and sisters. Allah wants to save you. Allah wants to wants you to get on point. He has something special for you. I want you to know that Shaitan can take on all types of forms. Shaitan can even look like you. That's why and you're Shaitan, because that's why you got to be on point. That's what it's meant when Shaitan come from the left. He said he come from the left, right before you and behind you, and ambush you, because we should be further along the road than we are today. We brothers in Wilmington, Delaware, we get together, work with some brothers, and we men stand up. We got to take our community back, because people just let people do anything to us and say nothing. And then people assume leadership role like they're doing something. And Jesus said, you tell a tree by its fruit it bears. So the night We're going to drop some pearls to you, and we want you to write it down. We want you to take charge of what we're giving you. Like I said before, it ain't being taught, and you're going to hear it. It ain't coming from us. You can hear it from their mouth. And the question is what's coming up out of our mouth? Because Albert Cleaver said, if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. So we trying to get you to motivate and uplift fallen humanity and take our communities back, because it's not right how they came through with gentrification and moving us up out of the community and act like we ain't even got a voice. And I'm not blaming it on them, because if you step up, and if you represent right, Allah going to be with you. So you tell a tree by the fruit it bears. If you sit back and don't say nothing, that's when somebody else is going to come and plant something wicked in your community. Mm. So you brothers and sisters, you young brothers and sisters, you're a different pedigree. You don't have to fall for nothing. People need to stop their mess.
Islam. Thank you, Moor. Yeah, I'm gonna take and come back off of what you're saying about Shaitan, Satan, and just want to give, because of the actions of Satan, we have lost brother Amin Abdullah. So last week I had mentioned
who's he?
He was a security guard at the San Diego Muslim Center.
Oh right, I know.
Yeah. So we had just this episode last week. I had mentioned that it was the same day. It was Monday the shooting happened, or maybe it was Sunday, but Monday on the episode I believe we were talking about it, but we didn't have a lot of information on it. But now we do have at least a name of a casualty that wasn't the perpetrators, and he was a hero for real that day, from what we heard and what was told, because he stood in the way from the these gunmen, teenagers, and saved a lot of people inside that temple. So
with a lot of people all around the country, we lack in the security. Just like if you look at our community and look who's working, running the stores in our community, and look what happened to the George Floyd people. Yeah. The same people there. And people act like that we're one. I'm not one with that. My brothers, I meet my brother when I can feel his heart, and I can see the divine actions in him, and I see genuine love. Mm-hmm. I don't see genuine love with brothers. Yeah. I've seen the brotherhood ain't like it used to be when I was coming up. I was raised by some elders, right? Yeah. And I examine people. And so it's a discredit to me if I had a lot of these teachers and I come back and I'm around people and they ain't studying their lessons and think they're going to shame me. No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because when we study our lessons, we breathe on each other. We give life to this movement. We give life to our program. It's just like it says the fulfillment of prophecy in the Moorish Quran. Then the Nation of Islam got a paper say final call. Mm-hmm. And then the Holy Quran says, we have rehearsed unto you clear signs. All of that's happening now. We live in the fulfillment of prophecy. This is the final call. And we got to breathe on the valley of dry bones, and we had to constantly breathe on one another, CPR and first aid. Because Jesus said, you tell a tree by the fruit it bears. They hung Jesus to the cross. They said the word was made flesh. Jesus was the word, right? And they crossed the word up on 4 corners of the world, north, east, south, and west. And so you look at Article 3, and the Moorish treaty of peace and friendship, and tell them about the exchange of prizes. Would you read that before we go, right? Yeah. They exchange, the 2 different parties exchanging prizes. They're exchanging slaves. Mm-hmm. That's why you got to watch people. You got to watch people. People will try to enslave you, you know what I mean? It's just like Prophet Muhammad, Angel Jibril, on the night of power, is very special because the angel Jibril looked at the Prophet Muhammad and shook him and said, Ikra. He said, I can't. He said, Ikra. But meaning read, name your guardian Lord, taught man the use of the pen, taught him that which he knew not. So our people got to read, because your reading's your freedom. And that's why if you look at the frequency on around the land, people's mind focus on what Donald Trump's doing. Then the word said, order my steps, Lord, according to your word. I ask Allah, order my steps according to his word. Keep me on the Sirat to Mustaqim. Keep me up out of hellfire. Because Jannah's beautiful. I don't want to hear when some people talk some things that I don't want to hear that's going to prevent me from getting to Jannah. Because Jannah's real. Just like reincarnation's real. That's why we have to return to the state of mind of our ancestors. But some of us want to be Negro, black, and colored. I'm on my general orders, Mo.
Islam.
I'm on my square. Morse Ranger.
Islam. Morse Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot on my mind, more. I don't even know where to start. I know you have some stuff you want to cover though, so
Yeah, but we want people to know about the doctrine of discovery in the Berlin Conference and King Leopold's letter. I constantly say that, but I want people to jot this down.
Yeah.
Because all this leads up to where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
The people ain't never changed. The people that a lot of us are quick to go shake their hands. It says Shaitan makes things fair seeming. He made things fair seeming to the doctrine of discovery in the Berlin Conference. And King Leopold's letter, we still going back, shaking Shaitan's hand. And some of them devils look like us.
Yeah.
So I love the surah in the Quran calls elevated places, right? Because every time I'm out and amongst nature and walking, right, I think about being with a lot of elevated places in this life so I can be a sharp thinker. Because people's frequency is low.
Yeah.
When Allah started making teachers, right, and leaders and blessing people, he didn't stop at no one person or no one individual. I ain't gonna let nobody make me think that.
Yeah.
I thank Allah that he's taught me how to read. And I adjust in the environment that I live. I thank Allah, really thank for my psychology degree. Because you got all these people out here with the superior perception of reality that I think my values are better than yours, right? As if they got more God.
More God. Well, they really think they have a different God.
Huh?
Well, they do have a different God, but they think they have a better God.
They don't even understand the definition of God.
Yeah.
They don't even understand the definition of Lord. Lord simply means ruler.
Mm.
You know?
That word's always going to be touchy.
Huh?
That word's always going to be
Yeah, but it
touchy.
means ruler.
Yeah.
It is touchy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I had to go back, and do some research. It means ruler, like landlord and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the moral of the story is when you speak with that word, you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful how you relate things to people, especially with religion, because religion messes a lot of people up.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing today is over religion.
Mm.
The Straits of how you pronounce it? Hormuz, Straits of
Hormuz, yeah.
Hormuz, right? And so then you got the people, and it's not real, represents Yehuda, and the United States of America represents the Christian and Catholic Church and the Crusades.
Man, I just seen. I thought they might have already apologized, but I guess it's news that the King Leo or Pope Leo.
I heard they apologized, but they didn't get no reparations. Just like Clinton them apologized to us, they didn't give us our money.
It's interesting how it takes so long for even a simple apology, let alone actual reprimand or. And I like to say once again, I'm gonna always credit brother Sabir Bey. I'm not sure if he's the first person to say it. I'm sure somebody else has said it, but we need reclamation more than we need reparations because we were stolen of something, and it's more reclaiming than it is repairing.
That's right. And we need Holy Quran says Do not let Shaitan sever the rope between you and Allah.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaitan will come and try to sever that rope with people that look like you.
Yeah.
You know, the rope of Quran is the rope of Allah's Quran, but
Yeah.
don't let Shaitan sever the rope. You got people coming as if they really know, and they teach you Islam.
What, Islam?
They teach you Islam
Islam.
because they ain't really faithfully studied.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them right there on point to keep causing confusion. Because you know one of the ones that what did the higher self say to the lower self? Where are you going, Satan?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to and fro the earth, seeking whom I may devour, right? You got a lot of people that keep casting on people. They're casting on you, right?
Yeah.
They can't cast on me no more.
Yeah.
I, I, I went to the greatest schools in the land. You didn't think they would educate me about Moors? They taught me about Moors too. That's why the Bible said, put on the forearm of God, helmet of salvation, breastplates of righteousness, shield of faith to quench yourself from all fire darts of wicked, the sword of truth, which is the spirit. So you got to resurrect your spirit. Because you got the agreeables and the disagreeables. You got some people want to see you rise. When this nation rise, this Moorish nation rise, it's going to be different. We're going into the hereafter. Allah's making it beautiful. We'll become one with the law. But this is hard for a lot of people to figure it out. Because they keep taking Moors back into the muck.
So on that note, and also on the note of you saying we're being casted on, there was something I wanted to touch on today.
Broadcasting system.
Yeah,
that too.
Real quick,
Hollywood.
Yeah,
the magician staff.
They're influencing us. They're influencing our youth, especially the most, and that's what I want to touch on because I'm wondering if you've seen a lot of this latest phenomena, which is like flash mobs, where there's a lot of teenagers, especially that are coming together in large groups. It just happened in Christiana Mall. They had some arrests, and then it happened like at the beach somewhere.
I've seen that in Philly before.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened in past, but they're doing.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're doing it again, and it's happening right now. And the summer is just starting, so it's only a matter of time before it gets worse. And I just want to make sure this.
What you gonna call it? What you call that? Martial law.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm touching on because if our youth aren't smart enough to watch out for this trickery and fall for this broadcasting, the social media that's influencing you to do these mass craziness, is you're gonna bring in martial law. You're gonna bring in something that's gonna harm all of us. So we need our youth to, it's admirable. Honestly, I love to be able to see that it's able to get such a mass of people together.
I've seen that before.
I like it. It's like, but why can't we let's do that, but in a more positive way? Like let's take that and let's steer that energy in the right way.
With the men.
Yeah,
that's real positive. What we're doing with the men, right?
Islam.
And I thank Allah for that because I came up with the solution.
You want the Four Corners barbecue?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they need to do that all around the United States.
Of course. Yeah. Anywhere there's a majority of us together, we need to be doing together and protecting each other.
Bottom line, we need to do something.
Yeah.
Like it was a minister when I went to Cheney University at Pennsylvania. I used to help him and stuff like that. He used to teach. He's gone now. Maybe I'll be pleased with him for his mighty works. He said a lot of people for fashion and form.
Yeah.
They just do things for fashion. They talk and they don't do nothing. We live in a day and time now where actions speak louder than words. Talk is cheap. So what are you doing to uplift on humanity? Because you ain't lifting up that same way with these politicians in Wilmington, Delaware. They act like they doing so much. When we come together and we finish the stuff, if they ain't right, they got to go. See ya. They came and stole our city, gentrified our city, and when it comes to doing something for people in the city, they do nothing. And they smile and grin. You know what I mean? Them days are over. I thank a lot. I thank a lot for using me in this fashion. I thank a lot for breathing on me because people think this is me talking to this Allah using me as a vessel. But he's talking through me. Third eye, Constitution, right? Allah see all. I'm standing on them 7 acts. North, South, Central America. 45-degree angle. Holy breath.
Islam. Islam more. No, it's interesting. I accidentally pressed the button.
Prophet.
And then,
Ain't the prophet beautiful, Mo?
yeah.
The prophet, he ain't gonna never leave us, is he?
Listen, the spirit of Allah is beautiful.
People be talking that trash and think they doing something. The prophet comes around the corner. The man is not the body nor the soul, but he's a spirit, the part of Allah. He ain't here physically, but he's here spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
He's here to check you. A lot of us ain't doing what we supposed to do. A lot of us is hung up. We are, every quarter you go to, what's the angel? This dude, he's carrying vessels of fork with the world.
Yeah.
Go, Shaitan standing on that corner.
Mm.
Language is powerful. Holy Quran said, I give you the gift, speech, sight, hearing, right? Well, I used to hear my college president speak. I said, whoa. So look at that brother talking that English. It's powerful.
Yeah.
That's why you have to study. I ain't never through with studying. The studying revives me. The studying is my freedom. You tell a tree by the fruit it bears. You should know them by their fruit. I see a lot of people complaining now. Complaining about worshiping false gods and image, worrying about what an image gonna do, but not worrying about what Allah can do. How Allah can transform me. How Allah can make a difference in my life. Redeem me from being Negro, black, and colored. Took me off the cross and made me a living spirit.
Islam, Moore. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, real quick.
The word was made flesh, Mo. The word is living.
Yeah, come get the word right here. Come study with us every Friday. Just want to give a quick plug so that people know what's going on if they don't know what it is already. We're here in the temples, the 4 walls of Temple Number 4, Federation Moor Science Temple of America. We're here in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware, downtown, 715 North King Street. Come fellowship with us. Come study with us. Come proclaim your nationality, Islam, every Friday at the God Hour, 7 p.m. Islam, find us online, moorculturecenter.com.
And going back to Tent City, the way them people living down there, and you got all these politicians laughing, and all of our people, a lot of our people out there, this is better than Skid Row. You don't see none of these organizations around. Maybe a few every now and then, right?
Yes, there's a couple main ones that are involved,
right?
But
the ones that when we say we love Allah, you know what I mean? We stand for love. You don't see a lot of them organizations around, do you?
No.
And they supposed to be there. So as examples make me, I'm saying, what am I into? Gotta get this spirit moving, man. Gotta crack these ethers, go uplift fallen humanity. That's the order of the day, sent by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Uplift fallen humanity. Talk that talk and walk that walk. I'm high off that holy breath.
No, yeah, thank you, Moore. I appreciate it. It's rubbing off on me. I need it. That's why I'm here, Moore. That's why I come here for myself. I really don't. It'd be awesome to get at least one other brother or sister anywhere worldwide to spark something in them. But if anything, at the very least, I'm getting sparked. I'm receiving the message, and I appreciate it. That's why I'm here more every Monday. That's why we're here, the Moorish Rangers, every Sunday. That's why we're here in the temple every Friday.
Now share with the same agenda, right? They never change it from what I text over to you. Start from the doctrine of discovery.
The doctrine of discovery.
Mm-hmm. And it ain't. This is not man you saying this, right? This is them saying it. So they say, well, this is them telling us right to our face.
What you sent today was the Berlin Conference.
Yeah.
And there was two, right? Berlin Conference, and the second one was
And I sent Leopold's letter, and I sent the Doctrine of Discovery too.
okay. I'm not sure which one. You sent
So-
that today?
Yep.
No, you sent these parasites. You might have sent the wrong link.
Hold
It was
on.
this lady's talking about
Hold
parasites.
on. Go play King Leopold's letter. Play the Berlin Conference.
Yes, Berlin Conference is very important history that everybody needs to be aware of.
Because they never stop. They do the same thing all the time. And then, the Holy Quran says Shaitan makes things fair seeming. So what the gatekeepers do, they keep washing these people's hands. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Play.
Behind me, in this building, is where European powers agreed on how to carve up Africa. Perhaps unsurprisingly, not a single African was invited. It was called the Berlin Conference, and it reshaped the map of the African continent to roughly what it looks like today. Let me explain. In the late 19th century, Europe's great powers were in a frenzy to seize Africa's resources, rubber, gold, palm oil, as well as land to expand their empires. It's known as the Scramble for Africa. The only problem that concerned them, they were starting to fight over who owned what. So, to avoid all-out war between themselves, they did what politicians often do. They called a conference. The German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck invited them all to his place, here, to haggle over who got what. The British, the French, the Belgians, among others, all staking their claim. Again, there was no African representation, and the Sultan of Zanzibar's request to be invited was dismissed. After 3 months of negotiations in February 1885, they signed the General Act, a treaty that established their legal claim to partition and occupy Africa. It even promised to protect African people's moral and material well-being. But what followed was exploitation.
Hold up. I'm sending it to you right now. Play that.
Okay.
Play this first. Go ahead. Make sure they hear it. Did it come over?
It's not yet. Not yet.
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
Wait a
Might
minute.
just take a second.
There it is. There now.
Yep.
Play that. And write this down, people, because this is real important. This agenda never changes. We're explaining it to you.
With the authority of the Almighty God, we give, grant, and assign in perpetuity to you and your heirs all the islands and the mainlands found and to be found, discovered and to be discovered in the west and south, with all their dominions, cities, castles, towns, and villages.
Imagine a group of strangers walking into your home unannounced, pushing you and your family to the street because you don't practice their religion. This is essentially what was done to First Nations and Inuits by European colonizers. They did this under what is called the Doctrine of Discovery, which came from a series of authorizations called Papal Bulls, written in 1493.
Papal bulls really were a way of sort of dividing up the globe between different competing imperial Catholic powers, most notably Spain, and they were done by Pope Nicholas V and then his successor, Alexander VI. And the basic idea of the papal bulls were that these imperial powers had a religious responsibility to win these new lands and territories for the Catholic Church. And the kind of sweetener for them was that any lands or territories that were held by non-Christians were available for them to claim. So it effectively dispossessed indigenous people who at that time were not Christian.
So why does the Doctrine of Discovery have an effect on modern-day Canada? Well, it actually starts down south with a legal case in the United States over, well, you guessed it, indigenous land.
This dispute ended up in the Supreme Court of the United States, with a guy by the name of Marshall, who was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court at the time.
The case was called Johnson and McIntosh, and in 1823, the court was deciding who owns a parcel of indigenous land down in Illinois. Supreme Court Justice John Marshall heard the case. When it came time to write his decision, he didn't really rely on anything that was argued in front of him.
In his research, he came across this doctrine of discovery. And it is that you can, if you take up the lands, you have title to the lands. And that follows on this papal bull. And that was the way it became part of the law. It's evolved on the basis of a legal fiction. There is no such thing as the law of doctrine of discovery. There is no such thing. He decided it, relied on the doctrine of discovery to come up with these legal principles that Indians never owned their lands. They weren't capable of owning their lands, and they were owned by whichever monarch discovered them.
And what happens in the United States usually ends up happening here in Canada. That brings us to 1888 and the St. Catharines Milling lumber ruling. The case was over whether Ontario or Canada had jurisdiction over non-reserve territory in Treaty 3. Canada issued the lumber company a license to harvest timber around Wabigoon Lake. Ontario challenged it, arguing it owned rights to timber in the area. They turned to the courts to decide who owned the trees. The case ended up in the Supreme Court of Canada, which said, in part, all this country was once occupied by Indian tribes. On its discovery by Europeans, the discoverers acquired a right of property in the soil, provided that discovery was followed by possession. Now, the Supreme Court ruled that Canada owned the land, but for decades, First Nations peoples have taken their land rights to every level of court in the country, from Vancouver to Halifax and the Arctic. The Supreme Court has heard it all, and it looks as though things are changing.
In modern times, we still have Aboriginal title. It's that right to occupy and use the land. We can't sell it to anybody. We have to get the consent of the Crown or the Canadian government. That's how our law has evolved. It's been on the fictional basis that the discovery gave the discoverer absolute title to our lands. And the Indians were left with nothing but right to occupy and use the land. It has value now because that use and occupation comes with a duty to consult, and that's a constitutional right for Indigenous people. In other words, if you want a corporation to use your land, you have to deal with the Aboriginal title. Before, that just never happened.
So if the doctrine of discovery is legal fiction, why doesn't the Vatican rescind it?
The problem is there's no mechanism for doing that. And my own personal theory about this is it has something to do with another 19th century doctrine, papal infallibility. If you want to project this image of an eternal, unchanging monolith, if you have these papal bulls and you rescind them, how is that going to affect your idea about papal infallibility? It's really going to call it into question. So I think probably what Pope Francis would prefer to do is what he did with residential schools, to say this was an error, but not necessarily rescind it, because there isn't a way to do that.
The Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action call on every level of government and religious group to reject the doctrine of discovery. Land back is a common theme across the country now, as First Nations peoples call for the government to give back what is rightfully ours. Whether the government will actually honor the calls for land back, well, that's another story. The federal government passed the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples law in Canada. It describes the doctrine of discovery as racist, scientifically false, legally invalid, morally condemnable, and socially unjust. So, will there be a day when Canada says...
All right. Go ahead.
No, it's just trouble. Anytime I hear more context about it, is always trouble.
So we got people saying this about this law, right? Public policy is not the law of the land. This word, a lot of us is following this. Article 6, Section 2, Constitution says the Constitution of the treaty should be made supreme law of the land, and that the judges of every state are bound thereby. So when we talk to these people, we supposed to know our treaty. And being that we civil leader Mortiz, we don't know the treaty. And so what happens, what they do to us, they take us aboard their ship. They make us slaves. Don't you know what they put the handcuffs on the back, behind the back, right? Them slave cups, right? Or shackles, them chains on your feet and stuff like that. It's modern day slavery gone with the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, and I mean modern day slavery on more levels than just the 14th Amendment, because I was doing a little bit of research on just trying to get an understanding of human trafficking, because we were in a committee meetings the past couple weeks, but I looked up the definition and I was like, human trafficking is definitely like is much like what's happening today with a lot of
they're
people.
doing that in the courtroom,
Yeah.
courtrooms, but people, like the Holy Quran says, Shaitan makes things fair seeming.
So the United
The
Nations,
Holy Quran makes it, Shaitan makes things fair seeming. So you got people that don't want to address what's happening.
yeah,
We're not addressing what's happening to us as a people. Just like even like I heard somebody say, well, about this birthrights thing.
yeah,
Say, well, take civil leave tomorrow Tuesdays. They asked for it or something like that, right? No. As Moorish leadership, you're supposed to have a solution to the problem. Solution is nationality too, right?
mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is that this goes way beyond just me wearing a fez on my head.
Of course.
This goes about what I have in my heart. Do I have a strong or weak heart? If Allah's my heart is strong, when I speak, I'm going to speak strong. And a lot of people, when they speak, it ain't strong enough.
Islam.
Because if it was strong enough, it would wake up the masses.
Mm.
Prophet said, imitate me, I the prophet. Speak my words, set men at your feet. So we the prophet's representatives, no? We Moorish Rangers down here. Temple number 4.
Well, yeah, we're addressing it. Like you said, a lot of people aren't addressing it. It's kind of just going with the flow of life and not really addressing what's happening.
So, you know the deepest part about it?
What's that?
Nationality is so important. You got people coming from other countries, and they still not rights. They're acting like they've been over here for years and generations. They just came here saying boo-hoo. And even the law, it says color of law is a crime. They're using that black label on us, right, to pass bonds in the courtroom. We Moors need a legal team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us have to stop being civil morticians and lazy, right, and put together a legal team to tackle that issue. Legit. Because when you put it together right there, respect it. But a lot of us don't have the testicular fortitude to do such. But play the Berlin Conference now.
Real quick, so I was saying, United Nations defines human trafficking as the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of individuals through force, fraud, or deception, with the aim of exporting them for profit.
That's what they're doing to us.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm reading the definition. I'm like, that's human trafficking is America, United States of America.
We take that as a people, right, and form in a circle, a committee, right? As Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, come off across, form under one crescent, right? Come into the crescent formation and address that. Because if you sit back and don't say nothing, they're going to continue to make millions and billions off institutionalize us. What makes, even with their psychology, right? Or their psychiatrists, right? What makes them certify the psychoanalyzer more? Unless he's running to and fro. If that moron is square, he can't be psychoanalyzed. Got to know how we travel, man. Play the Berlin Conference real quick, because that's the top doctrine of discovery.
Well, we played the Berlin Conference, and
no, play it one more time, because I was really
okay. I mean, yeah.
Doctrine discovery was supposed to come first. That's what I was trying.
What followed was exploited. in this building is where European powers agreed on how to carve up Africa. Perhaps unsurprisingly, not a single African was invited. It was called the Berlin Conference, and it reshaped the map of the African continent to roughly what it looks like today. Let me explain. In the late 19th century, Europe's great powers were in a frenzy to seize Africa's resources, rubber, gold, palm oil, as well as land to expand their empires. It's known as the scramble for Africa. The only problem that concerned them, they were starting to fight over who owned what. So, to avoid all-out war between themselves, they did what politicians often do. They called a conference. The German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck invited them all to his place, here, to haggle over who got what. The British, the French, the Belgians, among others, all staking their claim. Again, there was no African representation, and the Sultan of Zanzibar's request to be invited was dismissed. After 3 months of negotiations in February 1885, they signed the General Act, a treaty that established their legal claim to partition and occupy Africa. It even promised to protect African people's moral and material well-being. But what followed was exploitation on a massive scale. King Leopold of Belgium, for instance, took personal control of the Congo, subjecting its people to immense brutality. Millions were worked to death on rubber plantations. Victims even had limbs amputated if they didn't meet quotas. Entire African nations and cultures were divided, and diverse groups were lumped together. Rival groups were forced to
coexist. The last one. So we basically don't what play with how he bought it in.
King Leopold.
Yes, not good things.
Not good thing. There's nothing good about King Leopold. Well, you have this. I printed it out. There was this is a letter that he gave to all the missionaries that were going to the Congo. One of the letters was left in an old Bible, and a black pastor bought the Bible, and that letter was in it. So he printed it, and it's on the internet. And what's interesting, what he told the missionaries, and it goes for all churches, where is it?
We'll put this on screen.
It says, you will find many other books which will be given to you at the end of this conference. Evangelize the so that they stay forever in submission to the white colonialists, so they never revolt against the restraints they are undergoing. Your action will be directed essentially to the younger ones, for they won't revolt when a recommendation of the priest is contradictory to their parents' teachings. The children have to learn to obey what the missionary recommends, who is the father of their soul. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach students to read and not to reason. That's what I wanted to get to. So what the missionaries did, they taught Africans to read, but not to reason.
Sorry, I'm just seeing this line. Recite every day, happy are those who are weeping, because the kingdom of God is for them.
Yes. They would use Matthew 5, the Beatitudes, to manipulate. And this is how they were successful in Africa, okay? They were very successful in colonizing them.
The internet's breaking up a little bit, but
Yeah,
he read a good portion of.
we'll go back over in the future, but what I'm saying is, them people be trying to teach you things, but they don't do research. You have to do your research. Research is important. Reading is your freedom. We're not free yet. You know some things that I don't know. Because communication is powerful. Like the old Moors used to say, it's a breakdown of communication, Moor. So we got to learn how to establish our communication. When I was in the Army, I was in the Signal Corps.
Yeah.
That's all about communications. I went to the United States Army Signal School. What we do is we establish communications in a combat zone. So we're in a combat zone now. And we got to establish communications. Because Jesus said, people without knowledge perish. People perish because of lack of knowledge, and we lack knowledge. Because a lot of us are on that diet the Beatitudes. Just that, right? And then a lot of us is not reading, period. And it's been the same problem since I've been a little boy. A lot of people don't read it. And like I was saying last week or something, I run church and stuff with somebody, and I said, wow, yeah, that's right. We take the money. You better not say it. Get out here, man. They were surviving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you got to do with it? Because I went there for refuge because stuff was so crazy out here, right? I thought that was the way up out of it, right? I wanted there, like the Circle 7 says that the sacred place become a den of thieves. So everybody had to watch their journey in life. It's there in the Circle 7 command, which a sacred place come a den of thieves for a reason. Because when you go to these different houses of worship, right, you got to watch out for that, to guard your heart. That's the difference I meet. Allah's in my heart. And he's strong. Also, the Lion tribe of Judah, root of David, right there. House of Israel, New Jerusalem.
Islam. Man. It's a lot more.
Yes, sir.
A lot to process.
When they think about Abraham, will you give me a brief line genealogy through which Jesus came? Abraham, Boaz by Ruth, Jesse, King David, Solomon, Hezekiah, Joseph. That's royalty, Bo. That's where we came from, royalty and people. But we're not acting like nobles. When we walk to and for the earth, we walk right like we black folk. And when somebody of our family get in trouble, a lot of times we say, well, he deserved it.
Mm.
Look at his life. So no, if he did, we still need a clinic. We need law clinics to deal with what's happening to us. And if we open up these law clinics, we'd be surprised how much they owe us financially. Mm-hmm. Even in the Treaty of 1866, it was already, the treaty's highest law of the land, right? They ain't got to really talk about reparations already, it was already established through the treaty. So we just got to bring it up and push them to endorse it. But we can't, we had, Prophet Noble Ali said, where there's unity, there's strength. But you had some people unifying on I-95 North. You had other people unifying on I-95 South. We got to come together into the center.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll be all right. Because we need to be breathed on. Holy breath is real.
Islam more. Well put, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what else you got going on, Moore? I know we're almost at the hour mark. We still got a little bit of time, but I know we started late today. I was a little late getting here, so I know we started late.
My main thing is, my PhD would be in educational leadership. It's not really to go out there to teach them, but we need to be taught. And how Trump said teachers are not professional no more, so forth and so on. We need to open up our own schools, like the Nation of Islam, like the University of Islam. That's beautiful. If you really care for your children, the future generation, it's time for you Moors to step forth and open up a school. The prophet, Calvin Coolidge told the prophet, he said, it'd be like trying to put a pair of pants on a mule, right? Your mission, like, before you get people to follow you, something like that, right? Uh-huh. It's like trying to put a pair of pants on a mule, right?
Yeah.
But Allah's educated me very well, and I enjoy it. I thank Allah for it, and I'm happy when the low frequency people come up to try to disturb my peace. I just shake my head. Because I'm real deep in my prayer, just like going up to Umrah, so forth and so on. And I ain't going to let people disturb my peace like that.
Mm-hmm.
Allah gave me yardage. And if you come at me and stuff, you'll get karma. You come at the righteous, the house, it says the curse of Allah is on the house of the wicked. People need to straighten their act up. I don't care what they say they represent. Watch what you do to people.
Yeah. Absolutely. As you said earlier, actions are
People
louder.
be faking the funk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I'm glad we train like we do, man. I thank a lot for that, man.
Yeah.
Because that brother came, that big brother came, you flip. I said, whoa, man, slow up, slow up. you don't even let him fall yet. But yeah, we need National Rifles Association, all that stuff is positive. I believe in that, I'm a soldier.
Okay. I mean, is NRA not a lot of racists and white supremacists in
I'm not
it?
talking about there. I'm talking about ours.
Oh, okay. You said NRA.
Yeah, I'm saying that's positive for them. It's positive for us too.
Oh yes, they have I think the Huey P.
Positive,
the Huey P. Newton gun club.
They try to make it look like it's wrong for us to have a gun.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Of course, if they have one, we need one as well. If they have guns, we need to have them as well.
Yeah,
because
we don't have people gonna act.
Yeah.
Not only them, we don't have some of us gonna act. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
And so our community is important. Even the so-called black community, you got people of all different nations running through there.
Yep.
Not only been gentrified with the Caucasoids, right? But every different nationality but us. They come to us because we got $1 trillion a year income.
Buying power.
Economy, right?
Yeah.
And they get all that money.
Yep.
And go to them vampires.
Yeah.
They suck up all the energy of our community. And we don't put back, and we don't let the dollar circulate like we should. We got to start letting our dollar circulate, as Dr. Claude Anderson, you ever heard of him?
More, of course.
Powernomics
is a must.
Yep. Powernomics
is a must.
Even with a lot of our people that think they so godly, like in these different, this is that talk about economics now. We got to do something economically.
Yes, you need economics to build the nation.
Yes.
I mean, you need that. So we have to be smart about that and smart about supporting each other and coming together and unifying. As you're saying earlier about, Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam had a really excellent demonstration of that. What was that, like the 60s and 70s?
The 30s and all that.
Maybe earlier.
I just pray that we get our heads together and iron out our differences and create something like that again.
Yeah, no,
because
we have to be
they don't mean us well. They don't attack us on all sides.
That's right.
And people will try to give you the idea that they got it going on and don't even know where they stand in the battle. We're being ambushed on all sides. We being ambushed by the oppressor. Number one, we being ambushed by our lower self first.
Yeah.
That where we can't get up and speak right to our brothers and sisters to get this brotherhood and this sisterhood where it need to be. Because we can do better than what we've been doing.
Of course.
Man, we can do a whole lot better.
Of course.
It ain't I psych your mind. No, that's old school. Ain't nobody psych my mind. I know what I see.
Yeah.
That's why you got that third eye on the Constitution.
Oh man.
What you see, Bo?
I see the all-seeing eye, the eye of Allah.
Is watching the cares of the world.
Yeah.
The cares of the world. We had to do better.
Yeah. So every time you gotta use it. Think about that. Like every time you're spending $1, somebody's watching. Every time you're spending $1, there's all-seeing eyes on it. So it's like, what are you really giving your dollars to? And
magic. No?
What are you really supporting? It's current. It's current. Electricity.
Electricity, yeah.
Currency. Mm-hmm. And it must flow. And if you're flowing it,
electricity go back into the elements.
Yeah, and if you're giving,
what are the 4 elements?
Wind, water, fire, earth.
Right. Does electricity have something to do with that?
All of it. All of it. Islam is alchemy more.
But what happened is we've been attacked as a people and took it out. we are what the Holy Quran say, the spoils of war. Now, when you know that they took you out, the Moorish Quran have something, the Moorish Science Temple have something say the grand resurrection. Allah blessed us to come to that point, right? We got to get all the way up.
Yeah.
And I speak when Allah blessed me, so forth and so on, after I went through this experience, and I'm like, wow, they ain't even ready. Do they know what they got? Do people know when people come into Islam, do they know what they possess? The stages and degrees. And I'm not letting nobody, it's like my mind with that bull crap. Because I was educated by something great. I've been some of the greatest schools in the land. And when you talk to me, I'm going to examine you. I'm not letting you come in my house with any talking any way in my house.
Watch out, Timor.
Huh? It's gone.
Okay. Your foot was right next to it. Make sure you weren't going to kick it over.
You got to examine me. I got to examine you. We got to examine each other. We got a long ways to go.
That's right.
Universal Hospital, Moor Science Temple of America, and the professor.
Islam more. Come support. Come be a part. Come proclaim your nationality. You can support at moreculturecenter.com. You have tees and t-shirts and education on the website, directly on the website. Check it out, moreculturecenter.com. And you can donate, help us keep the doors open and be a pillar in our community. Islam, or visit us in person if you're local, if you're in the area, Wilmington, Delaware, 715 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, every Friday at the God Hour, 7 p.m. Islam. We're at the hour mark. More. Any final remarks you'd like to leave the people?
Oh, Lord, guide us amongst those whom thou hast guided aright. Preserve us amongst those whom thou hast preserved the right. O Lord, thank you for preserving and beautifying our form. Our Lord, lay down on us the burden as thou did lay upon those who were before us. Lay down on us the burden that we have not the strength to bear. Forgive us our sins. Pour down on us the spirit of steadfastness and religion. Make firm our feet. Grant us thy protection against those who reject faith. Amen.
Islam. And real quick before we sign off, quick shout out to and gratitude to the mother of the temple, Sister Hashanika Bey. She is the co-producer of the podcast because she always makes sure the equipment is set up, broken down, and stuff put away when we're done. So make sure I'm going to give production credits to my co-producer, Sister Hashanika Bey, the mother of the temple, and high honors to all the sisters and Moabites around the world. Islam. Signing off.
Islamism.
Peace till next time.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mo.